That much money, yeah. Wow, voice crack.
That much money. Wow, voice crack.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I apologize for how I sound. I'm actually sick again, which sucks. So a little bit of updates on stuff. So first off, as you all know, I didn't plan on being there this Friday for the meet. Things are starting to look up a little bit. I'm talking to my parents, and hopefully I'm gonna get kind of excused from all I've had to do this week on Friday. So hopefully it's looking like there's a slight possibility I'll be coming back on Friday. How did I say coming back? I mean going Friday. And a little bit of stuff for the truck. So the planned date for the cold air intake is this week, Friday actually as well. My parents promised me they'd get me something for my birthday, because essentially the headset that I have, the G230, and the Phantom 9-button mouse were part of my birthday gift, according to my mom. So they said they wanted to get something anyway for the actual day itself. We've been strapped for cash, so obviously that didn't happen. But instead, they said that they'll get me something either way. And I'm being easy on it, but at the same time, it is something I've been wanting for a while, because it does have something to do with the performance of the truck, and that is a cold air intake, because my truck has been having issues with idling, and we figured out as an air filter, we cleaned the air filter and it eased up. So we think the air filter was just really clogged, and plus I want something that'll have a bit more power and give it a bit more look under the hood, so when I pop the hood at meets I won't be embarrassed anymore, like I was the first time I went to a meet with this thing and had my hood up. So that'll be something really interesting I'll be doing this week. Hopefully it won't be here Friday, it'll probably be here within Saturday and Monday maybe, I'm guessing. I've never ordered from this site before, so I don't know how their shipping works or anything like that. Hopefully it won't be the same incident I had with the lowering blocks, where it doesn't fit at all, and then they basically say it's my fault for ordering it. So anyway, let's get on to what I made this video about. So, as you all know, I discontinued the Project Explorer series, even though this video is going up on a day I usually do those videos, mainly because there was a weekly installment series that I did that a lot of the episodes were filler episodes, you know, where I had some sort of topic to talk about, and it wasn't really a Project Explorer video. It was more of me just sitting out and chatting with the truck. So I'm kind of returning to a normal automotive vlog style stuff with this thing. So yeah, here she is again, quite dirty, I might add. A lot has happened to it, and the way and where it sits doesn't help much. So it's disgusting, and I apologize if you are all cringing looking how dirty my truck is. But we're talking about this side of the vehicle, more importantly this wheel. Now, I didn't break it, thank goodness, but something is on its way out that has a lot to do with that wheel. Not with the rim in particular. The rim itself is fine, nothing to worry about there. But what is messed up is my front suspension. A lot of you guys know I've been complaining for the last few weeks about how my front suspension is apparently either going out or is dead. It turns out it's not the suspension at all, but it's kind of considered a suspension component. But one of my lower control arms is messed up. Now the arm itself is fine, but the bushings that are used in it are broken. Bushing is on its way out. It's not an emergency situation. It's not like I need to get this thing replaced right away. It is a cheap fix, but there will be a video on that, of course. It is a cheap fix. It's $10 for the bushing itself, and really it'll be like maybe 30 minutes of work, I'm hoping. We just got to get it in the garage, jack up the front end, replace the bushing, and we're set. Of course, the real bushing problem I'm going to have is the body mounts. A lot of you guys know those have been broken for months, and that'll be kind of one of the first things I get fixed. And is this a dent? Okay, door's fine. The way the back doors are shaped, it freaked me out for a second. I thought I dented my back door or something like that, but it's fine. No big deal. Paranoid me kicked in there. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to demonstrate how I know the bushing went out, besides the fact my dad got under the truck Saturday and checked it out. So I'm going to pop open the passenger door. That keyhole probably doesn't get a lot of action, because I never really need to open it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rest my phone up here. My arm's hurting. And as you can hear the creaking noise up front, that is the control arm bushing. Originally, me and my dad thought it was the shock absorbers on the front end were going out, but not the case, thank goodness. I will be getting new shocks eventually, because the back ones have been shot. As you guys know, you can kind of hear it if I go over speed bumps and stuff. A lot of the driving videos I've done with this thing. The front suspension likes to make all sorts of the rear suspension, my bad, makes a lot of racket. So that'll be one thing I'm taking care of as well. I'm gotta get Beltec Nitro drop shocks for this, unless some other company decides to contact me beforehand and give me some lowering shocks, because that'd be great. Because like I said, I'm having issues with getting this thing lowered. Mainly the reason is the U-bolts for the back don't fit. The shop I bought them from said I have to pay 15% to send them back in exchange to possibly get another kit, which probably doesn't even fit either. So either way, I'm screwed. But I'm gonna be my dad's gonna find somebody that can make us custom U-bolts here in West Georgia and get that done and taken care of, which will be great. Because I've been like, I walk through the garage and I see the Beltec box in there, I'm just like, and I've got the Beltec sticker on the back of it. I'm not going to take it off. And it's just bothering me because it's been a couple months and I never got it done, and I need U-bolts, and it's expensive because you have to get them custom made for this truck because of the way it's designed, and it's just a mess. So hopefully we'll get that resolved soon. It is a big problem I've had to deal with it. So yeah, of course, another thing of concern is the valve cover gaskets, and I've talked about this in so many videos. I mean, you could literally go back and watch any video I've ever done with this truck where I've complained on the lack of working valve cover gaskets. As you all know, I've had an oil leak since I bought the truck in February of 2016. As I say, I bought it. My parents bought it and gave it to me. So it's, you get the idea. It's my truck, but my parents bought it. So, yeah, it's had an oil leak since I got it, and it's been a mess to take care of because of that. I'm always constantly having to check oil levels. I'm always having to buy oil, and that's been the problem, is my valve cover gaskets have been blown this entire time. I've known about this, and that's something I've been meaning to take care of. It just costs a lot because the gaskets themselves are inexpensive, but getting the work done involves taking off a majority of the engine, the top end of the engine, throttle body, intake, anything you can think of has to come off to get to the valve cover gaskets. Because Ford, I love you Ford, but you really screwed up when you made the engine bays in these things, because it is cluttered. I mean, everything is packed into one giant compartment, and it's like really hard to get to anything. When we did the thermostat housing, we had to take off so much of the motor just to get to it. It took us probably about 45 minutes to get that job done. So that'll be something we have to worry about. Of course, another thing I'm wanting to do is to improve my brake system. So as you can see, these are the stock brake discs and pads and stuff for this truck, and as you can tell, they're quite pitiful in comparison to the 20-inch rims on this truck. And you can definitely tell a difference between how well the braking is with these wheels. As me and Michael have said before in our own videos, bigger wheels do put more weight on the brakes, so you're obviously using your brakes more to stop, and it's having a hard time because the wheels are bigger. So I'm wanting to upgrade to a big brake kit for this truck. They are quite expensive. The rear brakes more in particular, because they are a little bit bigger, and they've got the parking brake wire, it looks like, too. Our parking brake system, all cars, they usually have the parking brakes out back, but yeah, it's a kind of a mess, but hopefully I can get that done soon. Finding brakes for this truck that are bigger are a bit of an issue. It's like, unless you want one that's like a performance kit from Brembo or Wheelwell, you're going to be burning around $800 something to $1,000 just to get brakes, and that's a bit of a problem for me because, like I've said in the past, I don't work. This is my job essentially, and I mean, I'm probably gonna take me a while to get that much money. Wow, voice crack. Out of this. So yeah, that's basically been what's happened with the truck. I do have, in case you're wondering what these little guys are underneath the truck, a lot of you guys probably noticed it when I was showing the brakes here. That is because my power steering is apparently leaking. A lot of you guys probably have noticed the droplets on the floor in the garage when I first got back from Florida a couple months ago, and well, basically where the key is now. Apparently that's not even engine oil, which is what I thought it was at first. It is power steering fluid. Now, it doesn't seem to be wanting to leak on it right now. I mean, you can kind of tell there's a little bit of spots on it, but not too much. But that's where it's been leaking power steering fluid. And it's kind of a mess, and I'm really frustrated with that because literally when I do something to this truck, something else goes bad. That's kind of how it is with most modifying cars. Is a lot of times you modify them, something else goes bad. So kind of a mess, but hopefully it'll all get resolved soon. But yeah, so like I said, hopefully everything goes well with my parents, because basically I talked to my mom about it. We went out for a little while, and I talked to her about it because, I mean, I hate missing them eat on Friday nights, and I hate missing time with friends, and it's kind of a big deal to me to go to these things. I missed 2 in the last few months because the first one was because we went and got the tow horse with Michael. I took him there to get it, so that was kind of one thing I did. And the other was, crap, what was the other time I missed? Graduation, that's right. We graduated a night on Boosted Mafia meet day, and it was kind of a mess. So that's kind of what happened there. So yeah, I think that'll do it for this little video. I know I've had a couple of automotive videos this week, and I usually don't like doing that, but this week's probably going to be automotive based because I got to figure out what's going on with my mic and why it's not picking up on my computer very well. I know the live Q&A I did Monday night was a lot better because it was audible. So it has been kind of a mess with everything this week. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Also, quick shout out to my friend Kaysen at school from Highlands, MG Productions. I'll leave a link to their channel below, and go check them out. He's a really cool guy, and he's got a really nice G35 with an HKS exhaust. I recommend you guys go check out. He's definitely doing good content down there. I really recommend it. So I'll leave you guys a link to that in the description. You guys can go check that out. So thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you guys Saturday.